Hi everyone, I just did a video and it was like 20 minutes long answering these questions, so I'm going to try and hurry it up this time. I don't want to waste your time. First question, I've got a couple of questions for you. What do you think about drinking tea during recovery? Did you cut out digital screens altogether? I did not cut out digital screens altogether, but if I felt wired in any way, shape or form, I would instantly turn off whatever it was I was doing. Tea, there's many different opinions on tea. I personally avoided teas because I think it does have small amounts of caffeine. It's very important to avoid a stimulation as much as possible. The tannin in tea can reduce iron absorption as well, and some teas have been found to have levels of heavy metals that aren't really productive to health, I would say. Next question, Rachel. Love your videos are super helpful. In one of them, you mentioned you found things to do other than stimulating things like computer games, etc. What were those things exactly? It was very boring, yeah, during this time, but I was so sick of being ill that I didn't care if the days were long. I didn't care if I was going to be bored. The most important thing was that I could look forward to recovering. The things that I did do was guided meditation, audiobooks. I read some books, but I preferred audio because it would tire my eyes out too quickly if I was reading books. I would talk to my grandma more than I ever have in my entire life. I would just sit on the couch and listen to her old stories. You know what it's like. Just speaking to people at the house, really. Resting. I did hot baths every day because I would just sit in the bath, light some incense sticks, Epsom salts. If you can't tolerate Epsom salts, just don't put them in. I put a clay mask on. I'd sit in a hot bath an hour a day minimum. It just relaxed my mind, and it was enjoyable, but not making me wired. What do you think about cold showers in the morning? Good for immune system or too stressful? What do you think about electric smog? I'm not sure what electric smog is. What do I think of cold showers? I like cold showers and hot baths, and I think they can be calming, especially before bed. Just try. You have to experiment. How does it make you feel afterwards? Do you feel calm or do you feel wired? Obviously, when it comes to recovering, you don't need cold showers to recover, if that's what you mean. You said in a video that you stopped yourself from going on gadgets until 2 p.m. each day to help your nervous system. What did you do before 2 p.m. each day? After 2 p.m., how long did you allow yourself to go on gadgets each day? Did you always stop when you started to feel your nervous system playing up 100%? I stopped every time. I was fucking sick of being ill. If I ever felt that feeling of wiredness and the nervous system starting to be activated, I turned my PC off straight away. Sometimes I literally just turned off at the button. I didn't even try and wait for it to shut down. And then I would just lay on my bed, stick my headphones in, guided meditation straight away, get my body back to being calm. It's so important because you cannot recover from a chronic illness in that state. It's impossible. You could have the best diet in the world. You could be going to bed early. You could be seeing the best psychiatrist. You could be doing all these amazing things, and it would not matter if you were in that wired state. It's very important you stay out of it. It's like when a fuse is broken in a plug, and you stick it in a wall. It's like maybe you'll get a bit of energy through, but overall you're just going to burn out the fuse more, if that makes sense. Like the analogy I had before with the iPod, you charge it for a few percent, you take it out, you use it. That's not productive to recovery, no way. Definitely 100% avoid stimulation as soon as it happens. What did I do for 2 p.m. each day? That's what I replied to the other person. It was very boring, pretty much, but I was sick of being ill. After 2 p.m, how long did you allow yourself on the gadgets? Don't go by that, go by how you feel. If you feel yourself getting wired, get off them straight away. How consistent was I with this? I was so sick of being ill, I was very consistent. If I felt that coming up, I was like, no, turn it off. I wasn't prepared to hinder myself in any way, shape or form. It had to be now or ever for me to get well. So yeah, as soon as it happens, get off it. It's hard doing nothing, but in 6 months' time, you'll be able to go for walks and stuff if you get your body relaxed. When you get your body relaxed, yeah, and you've been doing all the correct things, you are going to see rapid results. It's like, even though you're not getting the guarantees from a good diet right now, yeah, it's like paying into a pension. When the time comes to cash out that pension, you are going to be better off. Doing the right thing is never going to be a bad thing. That's what I say to people. I mean, some people really want to tell themselves that the foods they enjoy are okay because I cut them out for 2 weeks and I still felt the same. Doing the right thing is never bad, okay? I was sick of being ill. I had to do everything and anything that was beneficial. Be honest with yourself, and every single thing you do in a day, is this beneficial to health? You are intelligent enough to know if that thing is going to benefit on you or not. You just have to be sick of being ill, pretty much. What do you think about people who suggest avoiding grains? When did you start to integrate exercise? Have you had any setbacks, or were you fully healed before starting? To me, I think for some people, yes, grains may be a problem, but grains are nothing compared to gluten, in my opinion. Grains are fine. I would avoid harder digesting grains like brown rice. If you want rice, just go for the white rice. Quinoa is the one that I chose because it was very easy to digest and it's extremely healthy. What do I think of people who suggest avoiding grains? Not much really. The people that I have a problem with that suggest avoiding fruits and vegetables when recovering, because that's the shit I used to listen to, avoiding fruit. Fruit is healthy, okay? It's the only thing that naturally tastes good to us. Vegetables do not taste good in their natural form. Does a broccoli taste nice in its natural form? No, but it's very healthy, but it's not nice in its natural form. Is meat nice in its natural form? No, you need pepper, you need everything going on top of it to mask the taste of the actual meat. Does dairy taste good in its natural form, freshly from the cow? I mean, I went through a phase of having raw milk, but as soon as I stopped having milk for a month, if you go back to milk after not having it for a while, it smells. You can have the hint of a cow in that milk, and it is off-putting. As someone that was formerly addicted to dairy products like no one else, cheese and stuff disgusts me now. Yeah, I don't have a problem with people saying they avoid grains. Do what your body's telling you, okay? But to me, avoiding fruits and vegetables is probably the most stupid thing when you're in a chronic illness. They're the best thing for you, simply put. When did you start to integrate exercise? Listen to your body 100%. Never listen to your mind, ever. When I was recovering, that's the one thing that I learned over the years, is my mind played tricks on me. You're doing nothing, man. How can you expect to have full of energy if you choose to do nothing? Just try. Just go outside and have a walk. Just take the dog a short walk. Those things set me back. When I only listened to my body, I would stand up and I'd go, right, do I feel like going for a walk today? Shall I go for a walk? If my body felt in any way, shape or form that I didn't want to go for a walk inside my body, I didn't do it. I was very cautious with this because I really wanted to nail this recovery this time round because I was sick of being ill. You will know when you can go for a walk, okay? Your body will tell you. If your body's tired, don't exercise. Going against that is just stupid, in my opinion. From my experience, going against the body is stupid. Just ignore the mind. Were you fully healed before starting? 80-90%. 70 minimum. I wasn't walking before then. If I felt, just to be sure, in times when I felt, oh, I think I could actually go for a walk today, my body feels like it's actually okay, I wouldn't walk on those days. I would build that energy up. I would charge my iPod until 80% before I even attempted to use any of the energy. I think that's really, really important. This whole pacing thing, like, I've got about 20% energy today, that means I can do about 15% today. No. When you have 20%, you keep it at 20%. You don't use it. You just do the next same again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Don't force your body to do anything. Get your iPod up to 70-80% before you even attempt to do anything. In my opinion, that is the most beneficial way. James, do you think root canal tooth fillings can cause CFSME? No, I don't think any one thing can cause CFSME. I think whatever happened to you when you became ill is the last, what is it? The last straw, and I don't know what it is. The straw that broke the camel's back. Whatever. It was the tipping point. Whatever it was like your body's like, I can't handle this, and it just makes you completely tired and fatigued and all the other symptoms that come along with it. Do I believe one thing can cause CFSME? No, unless, of course, you have a huge exposure to a toxic metal or something, and then, yeah, you have a mercury poisoning where they accidentally were doing your teeth fillings and dropped a bunch of mercury down your mouth and you were completely poisoned. Yes, that could cause a lot of issues. But do I think just having your teeth done? Because some people seem to think that they have mercury fillings, so that's why they're ill. No, 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 no. Some people go their whole lives with mercury fillings and never feel a thing. It's just the last thing that breaks the camel's back. It's just the final. It's obviously not great to have mercury fillings, but it's not going to cause a disease on its own. So that's all the questions. If you have any more, just post them in the comments below. This was a bit long, this video, but hopefully it helps someone. See you later.